Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the front porch. 57 degrees outside. Boy, is it going to be a nice weekend. My name is Kenny Dean. I don't know if I've told you that, but you say I really don't care. We're still pre-recording. This is the last of the pre-records for the anniversary of the front porch, which is this Sunday, October the 5th, from 1995, 30 years. Thank you, Robert Gunn, and so many others that made this happen. But we had yesterday we had Cubby on, Steve Cubberson. We had Stacy Lucas, a former co-host, and Lacey Schaffer Howe, former co-host. And then today, really looking forward to this, Terry Mitchell that did the show out here for 6+ years. Blake Schaffer, the late Blake Schaffer, did the show for 13+ years. And then the late Ronnie Betts. Now, all those were on one show. I think about 3 segments. So we have them. Ronnie was getting ready to do his Gospel Heritage video. Blake was out here doing the show. We asked Ronnie to come up here to do the show, and this was 2 weeks before we lost my buddy. But we had some laughs that we'll share with you today. And then to wrap it up, Robert Gunn, who actually started this show back in 1995, October 5th, 1995. And then John F. Kennedy. John is the owner of Lake Broadcasting. He'll wrap it up. I want to thank him for over the years just giving us a platform to be able to do this. In the last 7 years, he reminded me the other day, and he does on this show. I didn't realize it had been 7 years since we started simulcasting on Kalijah Country 97.5. You know, Matthew Reams has been he did the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday Thoughtful Days from Sardis Baptist Church. Of course, Triple R Cafe got some of the best fried chicken in America over there in downtown Rockford. But in fact, this morning, this being a pre-recorded show, Ellen Dean had her surgery yesterday, and things are looking well. And I'm saying that because I know the man upstairs is looking down and taking care of her, giving her the courage to get through this surgery. Your prayers have certainly been good through the year. It's been a year, but I was thinking about the thought for the day. And I probably don't do this enough, but maybe to get a little personal and to talk about the front porch. That's the name of today's thought for the day, the front porch. It could be any front porch, but I'm talking about this one. You go to front porches and you sit down on them a lot more way back when than maybe today. We have patios, but I think about what a front porch means. It's about friendships. It's about conversations. It's about memories. It's about making more and more memories. And I hope that's what this front porch has done for you and your family over the 3 decades. And I hope, I'm looking at another decade. I hope we can go 40, and then we'll look at 40, and heck, we may even look at all 50. Who knows? But I think about a front porch, and I want to take the time right now to thank my Lord and my Savior. And I know I say it, but the man upstairs, and that's just the relationship. But my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ, has been a big part of this show. I hate to use the word successful. Let's just say the length of this show. He placed me here. This is where, as many things as I tried to do and go different places and do different things, he just kind of, okay, you go ahead and do your thing. But this is my plan is for you to do this show, and I thank him, but I don't thank him enough because he has blessed me with something that I love to do. I think hopefully it will add years to my life because I love people. I love talking to people. I love carrying on with people. I'm blessed to have a real good family. And yeah, we hit Ellen Dean hit the bump in the road this year, but you know what? She's tough. But we knew the man upstairs had this. We knew. It's been tough on her, but we knew that he had it. Just like I know that he has this show, and I guess I can't thank you enough, sir, for allowing me to do something that I've been able to feed my family, but not just feeding the family, the relationships, the friendships, from Ryan Fuller, our producer now, to all the co-hosts, all the sponsors that made this happen through the years, and the guests. Man, I just, sir, again, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to do something that I absolutely love. Yeah, it took me a while to really catch on to what I need to be doing, but for that, my friend, thank you, and I love you. And that's the thought for the day, the front porch. Folks, we appreciate you being with us today. Looking forward to sitting down with all these guys this morning, and maybe making a few more memories with you out here on the front porch. But right now, let's talk about the weather. It's 57 degrees. It feels good out here on this Friday morning. We got high school football tonight. I know Benjamin Russell, they'll be hosting the Helena Huskies, and it's going to be a beautiful night for that. So we're looking forward to them playing. And then, of course, this weekend, Auburn has Georgia in Georgia. 83 for a high tomorrow at 63. Looks like pretty dry weather. Chances of rain Tuesday. That's the first chance of rain. We're looking at the first week of October, looking like low to mid 80s, not bad during the daytime, low to mid 60s at nighttime. So there's your 5-day forecast, brought to you by our friends in the Gap, Jackson Gap, that is. They're looking for you to come by and visit them. They're looking for you to come by and see what kind of boat that they want to put you in for 2025 and the 100-year anniversary of Lake Martin 2026. Salvation Army 6800 US 280. Here again, another business on 280 that's a part of the front porch, which we appreciate. Salvation Army is looking for ladies' clothes, children's clothes, men's clothes, and so because somebody is needing them, some family is needing them. So get yours that you don't need and get them to the Salvation Army 6800 US 280 today.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Call Dixie and it's done.
Sometimes we want to be Old MacDonald and have a farm, but an oink oink here and a quack quack there ends up costing a lot of everywhere. Old McDonald knew that Pop's 49 Feed and Seed in Dadeville was the best place to save here, there, and everywhere. Just a short drive from Alex City and New Site. Pop's 49 Feed and Seed is on Highway 49 North in Dadeville. 256-825-8812. That's 256-825-8812.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza, or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
Oh, we got all kind of announcements going on out here. Again, if you've got something going on the month of October, November, December, or whenever, if you'll get them to me, I'll be glad to do them. Scott Blake and I both will. You can email me, kennydeanac@gmail.com, or you can text me, whatever's the easiest for you. But if you got anything going on you'd like for us to promo for the month of October, please get it to me. Since it's Friday, let's see what's going on down at Martin's at Lake Martin, County Road 34 West in Dadeville, Alabama, the old Colonel Tom's. From 5 to 10, something different. Food trucks will be down there. 8:30 to 11:30, the one and only Charles Forbes Band will be rocking it out at Martin's of Lake Martin. Tomorrow, 11 to 5, Hot Diggity Dogs. Boom, what you do for me, they'll be having those. 5 to 10, Prim's Pizza. Dixie Red will be there from 8:30 to 11:30 tomorrow night. Then on Sunday, noon to 11, Hot Diggity Dogs and Drinks. NFL on TV, open till 11. And let me tell you, when I say they've got a big screen TV, they got a big screen TV. It is one of the. I'm not a bar person like I have been in my lifetime, but if you like watching football games, you can watch them on. You can just do this. You can just look all the way around. They got them all on. You got the college, or you got the pro MLB playoffs now, so you got all that going on. So it's nice, clean, and neat, too. You're going to love it. Let's see, tonight, Helena Huskies will be at the Sportplex. Go BRHS. Dadeville Tigers head to Phoenix City to take on the Glenwood Gators. And you catch that live on Dadeville Tiger Nation YouTube. It's finally here. It is finally here. We have talked about it for months now. I'm talking about the Dadeville Fall Festival in the morning from 9 to 3. Fun for the whole family. As of the last number I had, 95 vendors. Oh, boy, they have worked hard to get all these put together. Now they got to get them all set up behind the courthouse, and most of them won't be done to probably early in the morning. Behind the courthouse over at the First Baptist Church parking lot, but it's going to be a happening. Car show, Kid Zone with bouncy houses, Ram Corps will be there, and a whole lot more. If you're looking for some food, fun, and for the family, you just found it. Also, today, the Ram Corps, we've been talking about this week, the Ram Corps, that group will be at Dadeville High School today and then tomorrow they'll be at the Fall Festival. Also Sunday service at First Baptist Church, not one service, but two services at 8:30 and 11 o'clock service. The jewelry show is going on today. Today from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The $5 jewelry and accessory show at Russell Medical inside the Hardy Community Room. Over here, October 3rd. I got my date. Today is October 3rd, by the way. Hopefully it's not too late to get signed up for the basics of landscape design. This is a Tallapoosa County Extension Service event they're putting on. They're doing this at the or they're doing it at the courthouse, at the County Extension Courthouse. So it starts from 9 to 12 this morning. Basics of landscape design, planning, plant selection, and placement. They're going to do trees on the 17th and backyard wildlife class on that on the 31st. Happy Halloween. Tomorrow is the big day. Weather again can be perfect for the OGS OGS tournament, fishing tournament, and the legacy of Mel Tillis, country singer, songwriter Mel Tillis, will come together to host the first annual Mel Tillis Memorial Bass Tournament benefiting the Stuttering Foundation. And it just thrills my heart that they're doing this. And I know Mel Tillis would be glad that they're doing it too. I'm not making fun of it because I do that myself. 2.2 fun runs right around the corner. Tuesday's going to be a good night for it. Starts about 6. Last year, they started right before 6. Registration will be Tuesday. You can go online and register now. RussellCares.com 2-2 run. RussellCares.com/22run. That's TUTU. Registration will be from 4 to 5:30. It's $15. Free for children 10 and under. Lake Martin Pizza will be there. Rita's Italian Ice, and it's also pup friendly. So look forward to having y'all there. I hope we'll be back on Monday from UAB, and looking forward to our family running/walking for Miss Ellen Dean. You can do the same thing for somebody in your family or just somebody that you know. Our Oktoberfest is next Saturday, the 45th annual, from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. 45th annual Oktoberfest at the Elliott City Parks and Rec. Here we go. Boy, here we go. Fall Festival. Here's another Fall Festival. This is the Main Street Fall Festival. Downtown Alexander City, October the 25th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Food trucks, vendors, games, and a whole lot more. Trick or Treat starts at 11 o'clock. So to everybody at Main Street that's helping put this on, thank you so much. And I know it's always well received. A lot of children, a lot of parents, grandparents in downtown Alexander City, and I love to see that. October the 19th through the 22nd, Alex City Community Revival, 6:30 each night. The location, the walking track, right here at CACC. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Emporium Wine. Henry Foy, Blair, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good weekend to you. Emporium Wine's located on Calhoun Street, downtown Alexander City. If you're a cigar smoker, if you're a wine drinker, they have a selection there just for you. If you're not, and you're looking for a gift for someone, they can fix you up a really nice gift basket. Blair just does. Let her do the magic for you at Emporium Wine, Calhoun Street, downtown Alex City.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Glory's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
Castelluccio Fine Italian Dining in downtown Alexander City is rapidly becoming the region standard for Italian cuisine, as well as hand-cut filet mignon, fresh Gulf seafood, and the area's best Italian import wine selection. We offer true old-world charm with unmatched hospitality. Like Castelluccio Fine Dining on Facebook to keep up with daily lunch and dinner specials. Also new, we offer catering for your family and small business, so call and order. Castelluccio, downtown Alexander City, where the only thing that rivals the flavor is the dining experience.
Merle Norman Cosmetics is located inside the square on Calhoun Street, downtown Alexander City. Merle Norman Wellness is your new go-to for formulas that are physically soothing, mentally calming, and designed for real restorative care, because beauty is more than skin deep. Restorative. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyway, you go by and see the girls at Merle Norman Cosmetics, downtown Alexander City. You know, you talk about 30 years. You talking about the show being around. You gotta remember one thing. I walked out on it. I don't know if I've told that whole story right there, but we won't get into that. But this guy right here is the reason. He and the man upstairs and my family and my friends and sponsors, they're the reason this show goes on. But he started right here. Robert Gunn.
Good morning, sir.
Do you remember the first day out here with you and Jackson Mitchell?
You know, I was thinking about that after you and I talked several times this year about
we've not talked about this,
about doing a show. And yeah, I do, because there were so many things going on that week with Hurricane Opal blowing down on us, and we kind of had some semi-rehearsals. You know, you really can't rehearse the show, but just to kind of get used to looking in the camera and rocking in our rocking chairs and deciding what we wanted to wear. And you know, I still have the ties that I used to wear, and I pulled out a shirt this morning. It was too wrinkled to put on. That's 30 years old.
Really?
That I bought from Ralph Frozen when he still had Frozen's department store downtown. So before the show went on, we went up there and I bought several shirts and several jackets and a bunch of ties.
You were ready?
Man, I was ready to be. You know, it's just kind of funny. I walked in the TV station because during that time we were still doing high school football. Larry Ray was still filming, and Jackson Mitchell and I were still doing some play-by-play. So I walked in out here, and Larry and Jackson were in Larry's office, the glass room. And he said, "Robert, come here." And I came in. He said, "I want you to do a TV show." I went, "Not really." He said,
Larry said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Said, "Want you to do it, and Jackson's gonna co-host, and what do you think?" And I went, "Let me think about it." You know, it's because it was morning and I had small children at home, and I needed to make sure that was okay with the family. And they said, "How much would it take money-wise?" And I said, "Well, just give me all the coffee I can drink, and we'll get started with it."
So, which you didn't get here this morning? Yeah,
and I came into the coffee pot was empty this morning, so I don't even get paid anymore.
No coffee, no water.
Yeah. So we did some rehearsals. Don Carter built our set, wrote the song. And I really don't remember if we had the song initially.
So he built the set?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Don Carter Construction came out and built the set. It was in the corner of it. Well, it wasn't even in the corner. It was like in the middle of the room, so you could get behind it if you needed to.
Was it vinyl at that time?
It was vinyl.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
It was vinyl siding and a door and
window,
a couple of rocking chairs and a window. And yeah, so we Jackson and I came out here early that morning.
Who produced it?
Ken Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken was here. Bailey Jones was here. Jeff Stewart came along. So yeah.
Larry Ray was a pioneer.
Larry was, and he and Jackson fought hard to get the channel here. You know, they
WAXC-TV down in Wetumpka
area. But before that, we were doing cable insertions, and Larry and I shot church services and came out and sat in the head end out at the Alex City Cablevision office back in the day. And
Paula.
Paula sold ads. So yeah, it was an interesting time back then. The place here was actually an ad insertion company, and that's what they did. They sold ads to put on the channels back in those days. You know, back then you'd hear the on the channel and then you go to a local commercial. Well, they did away with those tones, but you know, we did that for a long time from out here. And that's kind of how Larry got into it with, you know, he and some of the local people did some videos, Uranium Red, Rummy Jones.
But they were, people flocked. They couldn't wait to see it.
And actually they bought some time on Channel 8 out of Montgomery,
really?
and ran
the Uranium Red, or the?
I think they did Rummy Jones.
Rummy Jones, really?
Or whichever one it was, they had the alligator in that supposedly blew up. It's my understanding that Channel 8 got a lot of phone calls from like the PETA people.
PETA? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Over that, and they didn't really blow the alligator up, but you know, Ricky Pope loved to blow stuff up. So yeah, and so they did several little shows like that, and it just kind of progressed into, we need a TV station in Alex City, and we need a.
So that's kind of where it all came out of.
Yeah, all of those little endeavors that, you know, Larry and Don were kind of partners in Ray Carr Productions back in the early days, and I would go over after I shot a church service. I usually videotape the First Methodist services back then. And
did you have to edit it?
Yeah,
too, really?
A little bit. So and early on, Larry had a little editing suite. He lived not too far from here, and his house was on one side, and there was a little carport, and then to the left of the carport was this little bitty building. He had editing equipment in there, so I'd go over there, and I remember it. It didn't last very long over there till he moved to a building that he had over on Hilleby Street, right next to Grace's Flowers.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, so we moved from his house to over there, and then this building came for sale, and he enclosed the drive-through, which is where we are now. And for those who've never been out here, the people used to drive through here. The bank windows are still up there. So it just kind of grew into that, and then October 5th, 1995, we launched the Front Porch.
So as the weeks progressed, what did? Tell me, did you have different people on here? Was it just you and Jackson Tompkins? I remember.
Yeah, it was just Jackson and me for the longest time.
He loved to stir the pot.
He was a pot stirrer from the get-go. He loved, and he would look right in the camera and stare you down.
Yeah.
And say what he wanted to say.
But it was live, and so did you get phone calls?
We did have a phone, and we did get a few phone calls. But I would get here at 3 o'clock in the morning and call all the local law enforcement offices and get who shot who and who ran over who and what false alarms went off and all of the information from the local law enforcement. And then we'd sit down in there and get at the computers, and we'd write news and type it in large print so we could act like we had a teleprompter, which never happened out here.
Was it ever brought up?
Yeah, many times.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like I've
never heard you say that. Are they expensive?
They must be.
Probably.
I never priced one. I just kept throwing it out to Larry, and and Jackson's like, "Oh, we don't need a teleprompter. That takes away from it." It's like, so we're sitting out here with sheets of paper in our lap, rocking in rocking chairs, and Ken.
And it couldn't be comfortable.
Well, they were not bad. I think we had a cushion in the seat, or maybe it was a cane. The kind of softer bottom instead of the slats. I don't really remember that part. I know that the lights were bright, and I got a twitch. And I had a twitch for 6 months. I could not. It just drove me crazy. And I think a lot of that.
I've never heard this.
I think a lot of that was because I would get here at 3, write news, and this isn't a complaint. It's just what we did. And write news, and the show started at 6. We went from 6 to 7 because Gerbert or somebody came on right afterwards. That programming back in those days. And then I would go to White Furniture and work all day until 5, and then I'd come out and grab a camera and go out and shoot whatever. Most of what I shot was whatever my kids were doing.
Right.
Just because I was there and I was trying my best to be a part of their young lives and work and balance and do all those things, and some of it worked and some of it didn't. But and then I would come out here after that and edit. And then go home and get 3 or 4 hours. That's why my eye twitched. I was tired. 30 years ago, I was still tired. But yeah, so we did that, and we'd write news, and we'd take a few calls. And Jackson had a pile of hats in the floor. And he would change hats just about every segment, and I started calling him the Cat in the Hat, and that stuck because people would see me out and they go, "Well, how's the Cat in the Hat doing?" I probably didn't know his name.
So you were already getting people watching. You're getting out and about.
People were watching back then. And they still go. I'll still get, "Hey, Front Porch," and that was 29 years ago, 30 years ago. So yeah, we would write news and sit on the front porch, and Ken Jordan hated for us to rock in the rocking chairs. So
he was a tough producer.
Yeah,
he was tough to work with.
He was.
Did you wear an earpiece?
We did.
You did.
We had the interruptible feedback device. It had a on-off button, so
Really?
depending on what he was throwing around back there, so whether we would turn them on or off. But I saw a picture of Ken yesterday on Facebag, as James Spann calls it.
What did you call it?
Facebag. And he was at a Blackberry Smoke concert, so he's still kicking. I run into Bailey Jones from time to time in the Opelika area. I saw him at last year's Songwriters Festival.
Okay.
So haven't seen Jeff.
I remember all those guys.
Ever. And there have been others who came through here. Pam Buttram was here and did a lot with us. And yeah, so
Pam produced a show one time.
Yeah, she did.
With a grandson in a bassinet that's in the Navy now.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280, Kellyton, Alabama. We can talk tires. They can get them for you. They may not have them in stock, but they can get them for you. They have for my truck. They did for Ellen's vehicle. They can service your vehicle, whether you bought it from them or not. Yeah, they would appreciate you buying something if they have what you're looking for. But they're just a family-owned and operated business that's been there for decades, and they just love to take care of you. That's Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280, Kellyton.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
Hi, I'm Phil Blassingame from Riverbank and Trust. Great bankers build relationships on trust and understanding. It's about listening more than talking and caring for someone's success as much as your own. It's meeting neighbors and businesses where they are on their financial journeys and walking beside them every step of the way. Find your banker at Riverbank and Trust.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Alana's Place, of course, on Marshall Street, downtown Alexander City. But don't forget, if you're heading on 63 South, she's got a food truck down there that's just a food truck with good food between breakfast and lunch. Alana's Place, located on Marshall Street, downtown Alexander City. Breakfast burrito, delicious. Blueberry pancakes, delicious. Breakfast bowl with get some grits and sausage and egg and bacon, delicious. Don't forget about lunch at Alana's Place, downtown Alex City. He just ain't gonna get over it. No coffee out here. But we got Robert Gunn out here for another segment talking about 30 years ago, how the show started, how it progressed. So walk me through to where you left and I came in. Because I swear I don't remember.
Well, some of it wasn't real pleasant, and I really don't know if I want to talk about it.
I don't care. No, that's okay.
Because I don't really like to talk bad about the dead, you know, so
it's live.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
You know, you and I talked before we ever started this segment today about we are all in our places because the good man above puts us here.
I'm a firm believer in that.
And I know you're a firm believer in that, and I am too. So I think it was when I left the show, I think that it was my eye was still twitching. Excuse me.
Did you ever get over it?
Yeah, I did. It doesn't twitch anymore. It took 30 years, but it doesn't twitch anymore.
I'm over it now.
Yeah, I'm over it now. But you know, there were just some things that were going on that I did not agree with.
Okay.
You mentioned the pot stirring part.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You know, yes, I've been part of controversy down the road. Just ask any high school official that was officiating when I called football for this TV station, and you know, but there just came a point where I just was not that comfortable.
Okay.
There was the school system used to send a word of the week, and we would take the word and put it on we'd type it and put it on a card and we'd fold it and we'd put it on the little table that sat between us. One week, or a phrase, it was a word or a phrase, and I remember this like it was yesterday, but the word that week was respect for others. And I walked into the TV station that morning and was getting ready, and I don't think he would mind me saying this, but Cubby walked in, and I went, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Well, Jackson called me. He's not going to be here today."
He called him.
So that's that may be the day that I told Larry I wouldn't be back.
You're because you used the word respect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You flashed that up. I remember
held
that
it up several times. Probably not the most couth thing to do, and probably not me showing respect for others, but it wasn't that he was sick. It wasn't that he was home. He had gone out west.
I be darned. So was Cubby over here in Jackson's place, or was he in the control room?
He was in Jackson's place.
Okay.
So all of a sudden and he was uncomfortable too because he thought I knew, and you know, so Cubby was kind of in a pickle, so to speak.
And I did the same thing to him.
Yeah.
Because when I walked out, John Kennedy went to him. They had to put together a show for Monday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to things happen for a reason.
And I don't know that I've ever, the people that were close here knew what had happened. And Larry did. He called me at home and we had a long conversation about it, and he really wanted me to come back. And I just thought that it was just time.
Yeah.
I did continue to do some football stuff. And then after Larry and Jackson parted ways, I did come back out and we put together a high school football show. I've worked with the local hospital with their hospital show, and I did some stuff with Ronnie Bett. So I started doing some production work after the Front Porch and as it continued to go. So
the old equipment.
Very old equipment. We had equipment back there that would freeze up in the middle of a show, and there was nothing you could do other than reboot it. And it was real embarrassing to you, who was sitting out here, and all of a sudden, bling, it's like, and I knew that was frustrating for you, but there wasn't much we could do about it, because you'd go from you to a commercial, and you had a bank of commercials back then, and they would just freeze up between
old
commercials. And it was Larry bought it new, but it just wasn't. It was more production, and it was more made for production use and not live TV use. It wasn't a very, there was not enough memory in that system for it to work as a switcher.
You were learning it though.
Yeah,
the whole.
It was a big, long learning process. There was still a lot of tape back then. Bobby Randall, when he came in here, he had a blast throwing all the tape away, and I started looking for some not long after he had the bonfire out back. And it was gone. There was some masters back there that we had done that we really wanted to keep.
Wow, I remember that.
And they were gone. And
that's when Scrushy came in and bought it.
Yes, yes. And ESPN called one day and wanted some football footage from one of the local high school players that went on to do great things in the NFL, and they were putting together some highlight stuff, and I went, they burned it.
I be darned.
All the original Front Porch tapes gone.
Wow. So that's why we don't have any.
That's why there's no history back there.
Randall, what's wrong with you? Bobby. Now I got to. I know we all had issues, but Bobby opened up a lot of doors for me in the country music world, which went on to be my downfall. Because and even with Don Early, he and I didn't see eye to eye. And you talking about sometimes when I walked out, it was a pride. It was a pride thing that between Don and I. It was again, it was supposed to happen. The man upstairs. That's part of the plan.
Process.
Even with you, Robert, you're part of your plan.
Well, and I always maintained a friendship with Larry, and whatever he needed to be done, I did, and which was fine because back then it was I knew it was a growing entity that he had here, and unfortunately he left us way too soon before all that came together for him. And maybe it was fortunate for John Kennedy and crew to come in and take this and the radio station and some other stuff, and they've grown in East Central Alabama and seem to be making a difference and have a strong presence in the state of Alabama. So a lot of good things have come out of it. It's just another process of how we got there, how we get there. So, but I'm doing what I love to do.
Yeah, you're good at it.
I've fell into what I do without an awful lot of guidance from anybody. It's like when they call me and said, "Hey, we want you to do a run." It's like I do what? I've been in a run before. I was a Clydesdale. That was my classification. But so and the Russell Forest Run is 16 years old next year, or 17 years old
in February.
In February, and we've been able to give back $152,000 to the local school systems off of it. So I feel like I'm where I need to be. There's some cool things on the horizon with Lake Martin Songwriters, with the amphitheater, with things going on at Russell Crossroads, and I'm just happy and fortunate to be a small part of what's going on there. But next year, with the lake being 100 years old and the country being 250 years old, there's some things that we're going to do. We're going to step it up just a little bit, I think, and
I can't wait.
And try to do some cool stuff with Lake Martin songwriters and other things that are going on. So I feel like for this chapter of my life, I'm exactly where I need to be and want to be. 30 years ago, did I ever think I would have helped put Alan Jackson on Lake Martin for the biggest concert that's ever been held around here with 25,000 people and on the lake and nobody died? So
would you do it again?
No. I would not.
You won't have time to think about that.
Nope. And it comes up, and people still go, wish they would bring that back. The people that wish they would bring that back were the people sitting in the boats on the other side of what was going on, and they didn't see the tasers and the heavy equipment that we had to haul in and the 8 months of work that it took to pull it off. And, if it hadn't been for Dave Commander and the entire Russell Land staff back then, we couldn't have done it. Especially with Sea Ray's involvement, it could not have happened. It would not have been a thing.
It was a happening, though.
It was. I saw Alan Jackson on stage on the big screens as we were coming back across the Kalijah Bridge, escorting a front-end loader from the rock quarry so we could move the air-conditioned trailer that Alan needed out of the way for a loadout.
Wow.
That's when I saw Alan Jackson on stage.
I be darned.
Yeah. So, he always wore jeans and flannel shirt.
Yeah.
And he had a tube this big in front of him with a 20-ton air conditioning unit on the other side blowing cold air on him so he could do that.
Because that's why you didn't see him sweating. Everybody else poured. That was in June or July?
It was July.
July, yeah. Golly. Aquapalooza.
Yeah. It's still a thing, but very small, and Sea Ray still owns the name of it, but they don't do a big event with Aquapalooza anymore.
Well,
so
liability, I would think.
The liability is great, and like I say, it's just a wonder that nobody got more hurt than they did. If more hurt is the right way to word that.
Well, in fact, I'm going to end this segment with this. I've told you this before. I'd been doing the show for a while. Running into folks, man, really enjoying the show. And I said, I am too. And then Ken and them told me this after the fact. Ken said, we got a call today. And this is how it went down. Somebody with some education, they said, we thought you almost had this show to a professional venue, and then you bring this local yo-yo in. I'm thinking, are you talking about me? But then that's when and you talked about this before. That's when I realized I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna do what I am. I'm a stuttering, stammering fool. And this guy is well spoken and sits up straight. And I ain't nothing like him. But it's for 30 years, it's been a blessing.
Well, congratulations to you and the station for backing the program and keeping you here and letting you do what you do, because it is. With the internet and all the things that go on there, and everything that streams, you have the potential of being worldwide. And I'm sure there are people that have watched the show way away from here.
And I'll be first to admit, it's a show, and this, it's a show some folks love, a lot of folks hate, but you know what? That's just life. Buddy, thank you so much for coming out here.
Thank you for having me.
For starting this way back when.
Happy birthday. Congratulations, Front Porch.
Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Coons Corner Deli, they're located on Hillary Street right here in Alexander City for breakfast. They got huge breakfasts, lunch, huge lunch. But let's just talk about the desserts. We don't talk about them enough. I'm talking about it. Jennifer brought out those two big old trays the other day with all kind of, I had a big old blueberry muffin, delicious. Go by and check with them today about their desserts and goodies at Coons Corner Deli and Catering, Hillaby Street.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you always.
Obituary is brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Memorial service for Mrs. Brenda Adams Hayes, 67, of Alexander City, will be tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at the chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is honored to serve the family of Brenda Adams Hayes. To the Hayes family and other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA, and we'll be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Wharf Casual Seafood is serving up the ultimate game day feast. Their family meal deals are the MVP on game day. Make dinner easy before the big game. Every bite's a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out their menu at wharfcasualseafood.com.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Along with fall, there's huge falling prices at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor for all your tractor, implements, and riding lawnmower needs. All remaining Spartan mowers must go for next year's models. And besides the year-end low prices, you can still get 0% interest up to 60 months. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor also has a huge selection of Mahindra tractors of all sizes with full implements packages that range from harvest or just getting your hunting site prepped. Mahindra also has up to 84 months 0% financing. So now's the time. Score big with the Lake's exclusive Spartan and Mahindra dealer. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280 across from the Home Depot.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Honey, the sewage is stopped up, and I need it fixed right now. I'm not talking about just stinking where we can't even hang around here. I'm embarrassed for the be around our neighbors right now. Well, let me tell you who you can call. Anthony Waltrip, Anthony's Plumbing. He's got a brand new roto-rooter machine. He's got a brand new sewage a camera to get down there to find it. Give him a call today, 256-596-1111. Now, what you fixing to see right now is a show we did about 5 years ago. It was right before my buddy, our friend, Blake Schaffer, passed away. Ronnie Betts was getting ready to do his show. We pulled him on the show that day. Of course, that's when Terry Mitchell was doing the show with me that he did for 6.5 years. So this is that show. It's 7:15. It's Friday. It is a good Friday. Every day is good to me. And it always makes it even better when my old sidekick comes out here. The one and only from Dobbs Road. You know him as Blake Schaffer. How you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you for having me. And I know y'all probably already talked. Good to see you, Terry. I know y'all probably already talked about this, but I hope y'all had a nice Thanksgiving if you celebrated yesterday.
Yeah. Ellen and I eating, we got a 15-pound turkey to eat today. We did ours the day after.
That should be enough for you and Ellen.
Yeah, I don't know what she's going to eat, but I'm going to have
It's supposed to have some kind of chemical in it that makes you sleepy.
Everything I eat, when I get through eating, it must have that same chemical, because I'm going to take me a nap just about after every, especially lunchtime.
Yeah, but you do it because you don't want to clean up the kitchen, so you take a nap.
No, let me tell you, I keep the dishes clean, and I like to keep the kitchen clean. You're the same way. You like
I sort of clean as I go.
Yeah,
I do too.
You know, I've got friends that have got pots and pans on their stove with food in it from Monday.
Monday was a week ago.
And I can't handle that.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, roaches will run away from that. You know, that's not good at all.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Expecting their first child, your first grandchild.
Yep, and you know, I really wish Linda was here. God rest her soul.
She's the first person. I thought about your Linda.
Yeah.
We lost a few years back.
Right.
I thought about her before I thought about Blake and Mackenzie.
Well, she would always tease the children. Mm-hmm. Well, this will make a great nursery. Lacey and John will probably have one at age 50 and won't live to see it graduate from high school, but they're enjoying working and doing. And
what you tell me about? You talking about your children, and you know when you said before they even finish closing your casket, they'll be trying to sell your house out there.
Oh yeah, you know, and try to keep it neat and maintained. Now it's a little dated. You know, I got some rose-colored carpet in my living room.
It's not shag, though, is it?
No, took that up last year. Blake brought this 140-pound Great Dane after he graduated from Auburn to live at our house.
Mm-hmm. That was nice of him to think about you.
Oh, my goodness. And if it, thank God, it never went to the restroom in the house, but if it did, a flathead shovel wouldn't move it. You would have to relocate.
Just move
but it
out.
dug a hole in that living room carpet. And Linda and I were laughing because we were going to put hardwood. And so, anyway, Linda passes away, and I walked by that hole, walked by that hole, walked by that hole.
Cuss that dog every time you went by.
Well, I got a price on hardwood, and it was pretty expensive. Mm-hmm. So I went to Dollar General and found a striped $11.88 rug. I threw it on top of there.
That looked pretty good.
Got to looking at it. It had some rose color in it and matched pretty good. And I said, heck, that'll work. Mm-hmm. And that probably saved me $8,000. So
it worked like a charm.
It worked like a charm.
You do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, and it's just me.
Yeah.
You know, my power bill last month was $100.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm on the board of a power company. We need to talk to you. We can't make a living off of you.
Well,
it's costing us money to bring you power.
You know, when we had 4 people living there, somebody was always showering.
Oh, yeah.
Linda did 1,000 loads of clothes a week. Every light in the house was on. But now I'm, you know, pretty cautious about that, and I don't cook a whole lot. And if I eat out, I try to be sensible. I had a friend.
What's sensible?
Salads, hot fudge cake, you know, just something.
Hot fudge cake I'm good with. I don't know about that salad. I don't fool with salads.
But I had a
grass.
I had a buddy in Ohio. Never smoked a cigarette in his life, never drank anything in his life, alcoholic-wise, had a heart attack. He was a little beefy. And I was talking to him on the phone, and I said, what did they say caused your heart attack? He said, fast food.
Wow, yeah.
You know, the big
Mac.
Egg Mc, all the grease, the fries, and he said he ate that 3 times a day.
Wow, yeah.
And
did he change his eating habits?
He said he was going to. Now, I hadn't heard from him in a long time. He may have gotten in a canoe with Daniel Boone across the river. I don't know. Because we all going to cross the river.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but Yule Givens ate those hickory nuts and pecans and pine tree cones, and it still took his life, too. So,
Yule Givens,
I've forgotten about him.
He did the grape nut cereal commercial.
That's right. I tell you, talking about commercials, y'all remember this one then? It takes a licking but keeps on a ticking.
Yeah, Timex.
That's right.
Yeah.
John Cameron Swayze.
He had a cool voice.
He had a great voice. He had a great voice. Hey, talking about things going by. Brad, if you can throw up that photo I sent you a while ago, we'll see if Blake remembers this. And Brad will throw it up in a minute when he gets back.
we lose him sometimes.
He's painting a picture out there.
Yeah, we go lose him. Today's his last day.
Yeah, he was telling me about that, and y'all's lost. Congratulations.
But he'll
to
still
him.
be kind of. I know him. He'll be back
checking
and forth
on
doing some stuff and working with us, and not at this time. Don't know who's going to be producing the show. But even when you and I went through several producers, I've been out here for a few years now.
Now you guys did this show probably, what, 12 or 13 years together?
I think 13 and a half together.
Wow. That's a long time to get up early in the morning.
I tell you what, I don't really know how we did it. I would do this and then go to Russell and work till 5:30.
Yeah.
But they were good to me. They gave me vacation days here that sort of coincided with the ones I had at Russell.
That's great.
And
they're great folks to work with.
No, it's a.
Well, there was no real big pressure out here.
No. It's still not.
We just sort of had a good time.
That's what I love about coming out here with my buddy KD. We just have a good time.
Well,
it's like sitting on the porch at my house and just like it is, you come in the shop and we just sit and talk.
Right.
We don't know where the conversation's going. We just know it's going somewhere.
I never want to know where it's going. I want, when you sit down, we're not going to have anything
pre-rehearsed. No.
No.
I get tickled. People always say this their first time it's going to be on. How do I prepare? You don't, and you don't. I mean, you know.
Well, you might jot down. Thoughts. I used to do that all the time.
Yeah,
I do that.
Mine are things that maybe it was some pictures or my prep work is very little, and I know you probably can tell that. You can tell by the way I stutter and stammer around. There ain't no prep work that goes with this, but it's a front porch. I mean, you don't look at notes when you're sitting on the front.
Well, I would have those notes just in case.
I like the notes you've got here with you today.
Yeah, that's real detail. I wrote Jackson's Gap.
Yeah, I can see. Well,
I love the cemetery down there.
All right, tell me where.
You go downtown Jackson's Gap.
Right. Take a left, you keep on going.
You keep going. No, you take a left, and you literally go into Jackson's Gap.
Yeah.
And there's a big church down there, and that cemetery is to the right and back. And it's got some old graves in there. And a lot of those graves got walls maybe that tall with sharp rocks on them. And I think that was to keep the varmints off of you. Snakes, because I don't know that they buried you 6 feet down. And back then they had these things called a bell casket.
A bell casket.
And they bury you, and they tie a bell around your toe.
Oh, that's why you'd be a dead ringer.
And run it up.
That's right.
Run it up through the thing, and the guy that was mowing or raking, if he heard that bell ringing, they'd dig you up because they buried a bunch of people alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's where the term dead ringer came from.
I've heard that now, but God.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've heard dead ringer all my life, but I didn't know where it originated from.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay, but that makes sense.
And, I mean,
a lot of folks like to do what you do, go to old graves.
I like to look at the epitaphs. I'm a sinner in search of a Savior. I mean, these people.
The saying on the tombstone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you.
Epitaph.
The dumbest people in the world back then wrote the most eloquent letters.
They did.
It was all like poetry.
Was it common sense?
I think so. And you would pay your respects to the dead after the Civil War. People, friends of the family, if a husband was killed in the Civil War, whenever they got paid, they would go out to that grave and put a quarter, 50 cents, and pay their respects to the dead.
And that's where pay respect.
And that family would come by and get that money, and it would help with groceries and clothing. And because, you know, today, most people got 4 dozen pair of shoes. Well, way back when,
I got to get rid of some shoes.
You had a closet about that deep. It had a little place for your work stuff, your dark suit for funerals and weddings, and that was about it.
There's so much. See, if y'all hadn't been watching, you wouldn't learn bell ringer, grave. Hey, we'll be right back. We may have another guest for you. Don't know. Hang around.
Well, tomorrow's the day. I am telling you, the Fall Festival is going to be downtown Dadeville tomorrow afternoon on the backside of the courthouse. It's going to be a happening. They got 95 vendors. That was just the number I had from the other day. I want to say we'll have 100 tomorrow. It's going to be a good time at the Fall Festival downtown Dadeville, Alabama.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Dalton Insurance. Let's talk about it right now. My old buddy Tyler Dalton says this: whether you're retiring in 6 months or 6 years, Tyler's one-on-one insurance plan reviews make sure you're not overpaying and that you've got the coverage you need when aging into Medicare. Dalton Insurance has health care, Medicare, and life insurance. Call today, 334-489-3624.
Little Lambs and Ivy Day School, located on East South Street in Dadeville, is a great place for children to stay. Miss Peggy is a talented angel with a staff that works hard to achieve happiness for all. Miss Peggy is also very involved in the community that she loves. Just like her children at Little Lambs and Ivy, teachers helping children, children helping children. Swing by and see Mrs. Peggy for more information. Or call 256-825-9415. That's 256-825-9415.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state, and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Let me tell you what, this is a first we're fixing to show you right here. And he's also a friend of ours, has been. He's a friend of yours. And he's about that Ruddy kids out there. Ruddy Betts with us out here.
I just stopped by for a visit. I go to see what y'all was having for Thanksgiving. Y'all had nobody invited me to Thanksgiving, done.
Well,
y'all gonna have anything?
He's gonna have some turkey left.
Gonna have some turkey.
Yeah. He's got turkey, brother.
This is
it.
This is our Thanksgiving right here. This is a very special. Of course, we're pre-recording on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie.
Good morning, Bree. You should be with us.
Yeah. Ronnie is usually pre-recording too, but we're all kind of having to back up and
Just
do
a
it
little
at different
bit.
times now.
Yeah.
So
Thanksgiving, everybody.
On Thursday morning.
Usually I tape on Thursday morning about 10:30, right after y'all get through pre-recording.
I'm gonna leave the clock for you now, Ronnie, so you'll have it.
Do what now?
I'm gonna leave that clock for you, so you'll have it for your.
I'll know what time it is.
That's right. You'll know what time it is. You won't have to do anything.
Brad usually tells me what time it is most of the time.
Yeah, Brad.
Good morning, Brad. Have you heard Brad out here now?
Yeah.
Is he in there?
He got some kind of button. He knows.
Brad, can you say hello?
Yeah.
Ronnie, you got your house all decorated yet?
Well, I know Darlene got it all decorated. I mean, you know, I guess this has been the latest that we've been as far as putting the Christmas decorations up. But she's got it all done.
Well, your yard's always so nice year round, and
well, I appreciate that. I just love working in the yard and doing stuff like that. You know, keeping things looking good.
I got 60
I don't enjoy it that much, son. I don't enjoy it that much. But you know, you got to keep things looking good in the neighborhood over there where I'm at, especially over there. You have to watch that bunch over there.
I'm on that main drag on Dobbs Road, so part of me feels like I have to.
Yeah, you got to.
You know, if I had one of those mini farms, I'd have a washing machine.
What does the other part of you feel like?
Putting a washing machine on my front porch.
And hang an engine in the tank.
Yeah, and a wrecked truck with a pine growing through it, you know.
Nostalgia. For you folks that don't know this guy right here, Ronnie Betts. Ronnie Betts has been a huge part of this community. Fire chief at one time. Of course,
he was
does
like
radio.
9 years old when he was fire chief.
Has a radio show every Sunday morning that people tune in from all over the place, and also Gospel Heritage Video. And you put a lot of hours in, and also with Radney Funeral Home.
Yeah, do a little all of it there.
Now, Ronnie, at Radney's, are you sort of meet and greet?
I do a little meet and greet. You know, we get certain nights we do the visitation. Monday nights, Thursday nights, my night if we have anything. You know, if I'm able to. But And then I assist on funerals. I'm just a sister there.
Is
you know, I
Robert
just fill in.
Fox still helping y'all?
Yeah, Robert, he's still there. He'll
Robert
show up there once in a while.
Fox is a good guy.
He's a good guy. Let me tell you
Always
what.
liked him. I liked
It's all about, you know, you got to have people that care about people. That's what it's all about. And that's just kind of like this show right here. They wouldn't be no need to even have this show if you didn't care about people, because our kind of folks are watching this kind of show. You know what I mean?
Well, Randy Anderson was so helpful to my family with my mom and dad and Linda.
He meant it.
Oh, yeah, you better believe it.
You know, and they explain everything, and they just make it as stress-free on the surviving members of the family as they can.
Randy Anderson was on the show this past Wednesday. Every other Wednesday at 6:30 to 7, Randy joins us out here for the Ask the Undertaker. It was a segment they came up with that's really turned into one of my favorite parts.
What kind of questions do they ask?
You know what? You ask him anything you want to about embalming with COVID-19. How do they handle it now? Just, you know, an overflow. But this week he shared a lot of things that people are just finding out. They're fixing to do some renovation on the chapel. In fact, they're fixing to take out all those pews, this is interesting, that were put in there in the 50s, and they were handmade.
What are they going to do with the pews?
They go sell them.
Boy, that'd be nice. I have one of those cut in half.
I've got one in our den.
I'd love to have some pins made out of those.
Randy. I told Randy the other day, I probably shouldn't share this, but me and him, we talk a little bit. You know, sometimes we just together, we'll talk a little bit. And I told Randy, I said, Randy, I said, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I said, you know, it probably ain't going to be long. I'm going to turn my notice in. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm going to retire, I think. I'm going to retire from everything I'm doing, I'm thinking. That's what I'm going to do.
I don't think that'll happen.
He said, I don't. What are you talking about, Ronnie? I said, well, Randy, my wife is sent off on that Reader's Digest thing where we're going to win $6,000 a week. I said, once we get that, he said, well, when you get that, let me know.
Well, now, I'm in on that too. You doggone right.
Maybe we'll both win it.
Yeah, last chance, they told me.
Last chance. Yeah, you on it. A lot of people last chance.
I was selling you guys a sweepstakes.
And after $900 worth of postage, I'm waiting.
I think that is some type of a con. I can't put my finger on it. But there's some type of con going on that situation there. It's a gimmick. That's a good word. It's a gimmick.
If you don't think, and there's plenty of gimmicks going on.
Lord have mercy.
And really, with all those gimmicks that are going on, they prey on so many folks, especially older folks, and people maybe they live by themselves.
He just called you an older folk.
Let's move
It's so great to have you out here, older folks.
Darlene, I hope he's calling you old too.
But listen to me where I'm going with it.
Yep.
These are so many folks that live by themselves.
You're right, Ken.
They're lonely.
That's right. And believe everybody.
They won't just talk to somebody sometimes.
Just have somebody to talk to.
So they're preying on these folks. Not praying for them. They're preying on
taking advantage.
If you see a number that comes up on your TV, like a lot of people got numbers that come up there, we didn't have that back in the old days. We had them party lines. They didn't have them numbers back in the old days. You had party lines. But you better not tell no on a party line. You don't want somebody else to know it. Somehow it got out. You know what I'm doing? But they got that number. If you don't recognize that number, don't answer that telephone.
Yeah, you're right.
And you can't tell me the government can't do something about that.
Maybe the government calling us.
I get calls from Trump.
You can't thought about that.
Just pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded stuff, yeah.
I got one of those calls the other day. I'll tell you how to get rid of them. They called me wanting to help me pay off my student loans.
Okay. That's fixing to happen.
Well, yeah, but I told them, I said, don't worry about my student loans. I said, the time I made a 3 on a biology test, I said, my daddy took care of my student loans right there.
Right there.
I made 6 on one.
That's true.
That's true.
I made a 7 on an accounting final at Auburn. They called out everybody. Then they called out the dumb people. And I was still sitting there, and he went, and James Schaefer, are you here? And I went,
yes, sir.
He said, come get your 7 out of 100.
Yeah.
And I just,
That was quite a bell curve.
Mine was in that first quarter to junior college. Mr. Baker, he passed now.
Baker.
He was a teaching biology.
Yes, he passed.
He passed.
Everybody passes.
Everybody passes sooner or later. But I made a 6 on that biology test, and I knew then that I was not going to waste any more of Wilmerdine's money on my education.
Well, he gave everybody a 10 for putting your name on it, and you got a 6.
Yeah.
He misspelled his name.
But I think it cost $65 for a quarter.
Right, for a quarter.
Semester,
Back
whatever
in the
it
day,
was. Then.
Now, we went during the summers.
I went every summer.
And I went before I graduated from high school.
You talking about dual enrollment?
Well, I don't know if it was called that, but I was
made the wrong turn
You
on
talking
the way to high school.
I was in high school and taking a class at the junior college at night.
He was already a professor.
Really?
I was almost a sophomore when I went to Auburn.
Well, I know they have that dual enrollment now. Now, I started year-round school like when I was in 9th grade, because every summer they'd have summer school, and somehow every summer I went, not trying to get ahead, but because maybe I failed math or English or one of those other things I didn't quite understand. I still want to thank the late Miss Shirley Scarborough for passing me my senior year.
That was one sweet woman. Right?
And she thought you were going to junior college. It would affect your grade in her class.
Yeah.
She didn't think you were supposed to go to any kind of college till you graduated from high school.
Well, that's why I thank her, because I want to really think. I don't think I was supposed to graduate from Benjamin Russell.
Underwood's the only person I know graduated from Benjamin Russell that did not do a term paper. Miss Collins came up here and said, "Now, Mike, you know, you're not going to graduate if you don't do a term paper." And he was like, "Yeah, I know." She said, "Well, you going to turn that in?" He went, "Now, I don't think so." She said, "Well, what if you graduate and bring it back this summer?" He went, "Now, I don't think I'll do that either."
He didn't do a term paper.
Only person I know that didn't do a term paper graduated from Benjamin Russell.
You go it, Mike. He's got him down pat, too.
You sure do.
We're going to take a commercial break, and me and the guys, I'll be right back. Doc's Cafe, man, are they ready to put the food out for you for lunch today. Baked ham or hamburger steak, rice with gravy, pineapple casserole, peas and carrots, fried okra, chicken noodle soup, and don't forget about that salad bar, too, at Doc's Cafe, Russell Medical.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today. Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Jimmy Hendricks, our special guest. We got 2 special guests out here. Judge Terry Mitchell and I have Blake Schaffer and also Mr. Ronnie Betts out here.
Happy Thanksgiving.
On this pre-recorded show that did on Wednesday.
And you can catch Ronnie on Gospel Heritage Video.
Yep.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you enjoy doing Gospel Heritage Video more than radio, or radio more than?
They're different.
Yeah.
The only thing about radio is that I do take requests on radio.
They're the same.
And you get it's real busy. It's live. It's real busy on radio side on Sundays. And now you got a lot of people that listen to us by the way of that streaming, that internet stuff. And I get people tagging it all the time. And we watch it. We're listening to you. Just don't ever know who's out there where they at.
I think the Front Porch is fixing to go to that. We're talking about the Wish book and a lot of stories from the Wish book, and I know
true stories.
True stories too. So I don't know. This is something we just wanted to show you. I'm not sure if we.
You guys remember getting that out of the
Sears and Roebuck mailbox.
That's in 1975.
Man, big deal. You'd sit down and you'd circle 8 million things, and you might get 2 of them.
Yeah.
I thought Santa Claus was tight.
Of course, that was Sears.
Brad, do you remember the Wish book?
I remember that vaguely, but for me it was more J.C. Penney.
J.C. Penney?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Well, we had a Sears and Roebuck down on Cherokee Road.
Yeah, sure did.
And you'd order your stuff out of that book, or Santa would.
Right.
That's right.
And it would go to the Sears and Roebuck on Cherokee Road. And I guess Santa would pick it up there.
But he was, and of course that's changed now. Santa does a lot of his ordering online.
Online stuff.
But you got to remember, Santa makes a lot of his stuff too. We'll have Santa on the Front Porch here soon. I've been in contact with him.
He's busy.
He's real busy. In fact, he had the COVID.
Santa did.
Yeah, he's getting over that. So
how about Miss Claus? She okay?
She quarantined herself, I think.
Oh, okay.
Who did? Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
Brad was talking about the J.C. Penney book. I remember it coming out. But you guys remember the J.C. Penney book was larger than the Sears book. And this is a true story. Sears designed their book to be smaller in size. It was a little thicker, but it was smaller in size than the J.C. Penney book. And they did it so the people, when I was growing up back in Coosa County, they used those books on their coffee table. So when you would stack it, the J.C. Penney book went down first, and the Sears book was on top.
Wow.
Because you bought the smaller books as you stacked.
Well, they used the Sears and Roebuck catalog in outhouses too.
We did.
The slick pages were for looking at, and the other pages that weren't slick were for tidying oneself up. I had an Uncle Richard that was hair-lipped, and he ran out to an outhouse one night about midnight, and of course he was a pretty bad drinker. And I don't even think he had a light, but he sat down on one of those holes, and a bat tried to fly up his crinkle meat.
Is this a true story?
You can't make up stuff like that.
Okay.
A bat was hanging upside down in that latrine or outhouse. When Uncle Richard sat down, I guess it startled a bat, and he tried to fly up that hole and was hitting Uncle Richard in the fanny.
Yeah, for you folks, that's what a crinkle
Let me
means.
tell you this. I was a little bloated about 3 weeks ago.
I'm glad you shared that with us.
Still fighting it a little bit. Well, it went on for a couple of days, and I thought, golly. I said, I don't think I got any kind of blockage, so I go out to Walgreens, and I'm strolling the WAXC-TV. And they're just awful tasting anyway. Phillips Milk of Magnesia tastes like something off of a zoo floor with Worcestershire sauce on it. Now, I highly recommend Phillips Milk of Magnesia Wild Cherry flavor. I bought one of those, and I went home and waited, and I'm reading on the back, and it said, take the recommended dosage, works gently overnight. I said, well, that's for me, gently overnight. So I take the recommended dosage, and I sit down. About 2 hours later, I look like a lead shot coming out of a slingshot, going down the hall. Had I been asleep, I'd have been in big trouble. But it worked, and the wild cherry.
Good taste.
A lot better than not. So
I've not heard of Phillips Magnesia.
Phillips Milk of Magnesia.
And I remember taking it out like a kid or something like that.
Yeah, Daddy said when he's a little boy, everybody took a dose of castor oil once a year.
I don't think I've ever had castor oil. And I had pear garlic.
It's probably Wilma. Your mother and Mr. Wilma probably did.
Yeah,
when
I've heard people take it and have
if your neighbor had the measles, they sent you over there to play. Where you go and get it out of the way.
That's right.
That's
Chicken
true.
pox, measles.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that little cemetery we were in, Daddy and I, there was the mother buried, the father buried, and then a bunch of little graves. I thought, well, wonder what happened. Dad looked for half a second, went smallpox.
You looked at the dates?
Yeah.
What years would that have been in smallpox? Because
I don't remember.
Late 1800s.
Yeah. Well, you know, we had the pandemic in 1918.
But what was that? The pandemic in 1918. What?
It
was
came
it the
back
flu?
from the war, yeah.
Okay.
Some kind of plague.
Yeah, almost like
Is this
bubonic?
Would y'all consider this a plague we're in right now, the COVID-19?
No, but it's a pandemic.
It's pretty scary because nothing happens, somebody you know dies.
Yeah.
Charles Ogle, God rest his soul. I love Mr. Ogle.
I like Mr. Ogle.
Very healthy seeming.
Yeah.
I heard he had it. I said, well, gosh, he'll shake that. Then I heard he was on a ventilator, and then I heard he passed away, and I was so sad.
Country music artist Joe Diffie we lost this year. When I heard he had COVID-19, I said, he got COVID-19, he'll be over it. Like you, next thing I know, he passes.
Did he have any kind of, now you don't have to, but respiratory problems, diabetes?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. I know this week we lost another country music artist, Hal Ketchum, at 67 with dementia, dementia issues. And 67.
Man, you lose people twice with that.
Yeah, and when my mom,
Daddy had it.
Yeah.
When Mr. Jim passed, did he know you?
Yes.
He did. Okay.
He knew me and little Blake and Linda. it's like he didn't have dementia.
Mm-hmm.
And he could remember long ago like it was yesterday.
I love that part about it. Or when you find out things normally you wouldn't have found out.
And most people, right before they pass away, have these huge moments of clarity.
Yeah.
That's true.
They start calling their high school friends by their nicknames. Things that make you go, well, they're getting better. They really aren't, but...
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know when my dad, he did not have it, but his mind went back to the 70s one time.
Right.
And I still got a lot of the questions or the answers he was giving me written down on a yellow piece of pad.
I tried to ask Daddy all the stuff I could about old black and white photographs, and I wrote on the back of the photographs, standing from left to right, the names.
Yeah, good.
And I wish I had been smarter. I was just 11 when my grandfather died, but I wish I had been smarter to ask him things about his mother and daddy.
But when they're dead and gone,
they're dead and gone.
You won't ever know.
That knowledge.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, folks, we're going to take our last break of the day. Happy Friday to you, whatever you want to call it.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Happy Black Friday
to you.
Can you
say that?
Yeah, we'll be right back. Mitchell House is located over in Dable. Of course, tomorrow you may have a chance to see it. I'm talking about with the fall festival going on. In fact, while you're down there, why don't you just walk on down, because it's just walking distance from downtown Dable. You want to make an event, a very special event, to have it at an old home that's been there since 1835. I can't think of a more special place to have an event. Get in touch with Miss Vivian Autry today at Mitchell House Events.com.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dayville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
For all your camping needs, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class C, small trailers. Camping World in Salem has them. If you're looking for RV accessories, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Hitch and tow, RV essentials, RV lifestyle, RV interior. Whatever you need for your RV, Camping World in Salem has you covered. 3141 Lee Road 179, just off Highway 280 in Salem, under the giant American flag.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. And let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827. Well, as we start wrapping up this, as we start wrapping up the last of this show right here for the 30th anniversary of the Front Porch, this guy right here, John F. Kennedy, owner of Lake Broadcast. I want to thank you, and I mean this sincerely. You and I cut up and carry on a lot, but you've really been kind to let me kind of run with the show over the years. I came back after walking out on the show years ago. You gave me an opportunity, and we've been doing it all
you don't
these
feel
years.
bad. You didn't walk out on me. So.
No, I didn't. Oh, that was with another. But it's and I tell folks this all the time, John. And anybody in business or fixing to get in business, I'd say come sit down with you, because you understand. You know how to keep the lights on, the permits. It's business, and you treat it like business.
Well, it's not like I graduated from Harvard Business School, because I didn't. I just got an Auburn education. But no, it's just trying to keep it in front of you and just trying to pay attention. As long as you can do that, but you ought to know about that. 30 years doing this show, little perspective on me. I came from a radio background. I started in '94 in the business and seen a lot of changes, but I didn't really know the strength of local television because I did most of my tours that were either West Point, Georgia, or the West Point, Lynette Valley, right? And there were some guys doing a little TV back then. It was cable access. I wouldn't really say they were competitors of mine, but I knew them. And then in Auburn, Opelika, where I spent the majority of my career. Before I came up here, now I've obviously spent the majority up here. I've been up here 18 years, but 18 years. But it was like it was funny because I'll tell you a little story since we got a minute. So I was buying the radio station, and the owners were the Reynolds out of Birmingham, right? And they had bought it from Fred Dobbs and Buddy King, right? And so they had bought the station from them, and it was a split of ZLM, the old Z station, and Kalijah Country, which was about 3-4 years old at that time, right? Well, they used to have a facility out in Jackson's Gap. So when they were out in Jackson's Gap, they had a facility out there, and it was part of the old 280. And the rent was awfully high out there, and I mean, just high perspective. But while before I committed the deal, they called me up, the sellers, and they said, look, we made a change. And I said, what's changed? And he goes, well, we made a deal with a local television station that's right there, it's close to downtown. And it's like, and we're getting them there, and the rent's going to be like less than half of what you were anticipating.
Was it here?
Yeah, which was here. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Well, we were trying to keep it quiet. You don't really want to ruffle feathers. And so I said, I need to look at this new facility. And he was like, okay, we'll arrange that. So they arranged me to come down there. I put on some. I had some khakis on, a dress shirt. And I came down with a clipboard because I was meeting their engineer, who was installing the radio station over here at that time, that old corner office over there. And I remember they brought me in, and I was supposed to be an insurance guy looking at insurance. So that was the first time I set foot in this building. And so I started looking around. He started showing me where he's put the control room, and he showed me another office. And I remember thinking when I got to the other office, is there another office? He goes, no, that's it. That's all you get. Because it used to be where the production room is now. And it was like that. And I was a little like, oh, God, that's all the space I get. But then he brought me in the studio, and I was like, wow. And it was kind of like, I didn't know anything about it. And it was like, that's kind of cool. And that's the first time I learned that TV was kind of condensed to kind of a 12 by 12 corner, you know, with a desk, and saw how the sets changed. Of course, we were down there our first 2 years, and we moved on Cherokee Road for a little while, and then Don Early was willing to sell the station, and we were chopping wood on all that, and then I knew that I'd be able to move into this building. So that was a big part of the deal why I got in. So I kind of got into television by accident because we got the deal so good that it was kind of like the worth of the building was kind of worth taking on the business. And
but adding the front porch to radio has, to me, really been good.
It's been a game changer because, you know, I mean, most local stations do need to do a community talk show in the morning. You can do the More Music morning show. You can bring in a syndicated person, but local talks really keeps you kind of relevant and local. And so we had the opportunity to put you on radio and simulcast it. I thought that made a big difference. And
was it been 5 years?
No, it's been long. Kenny, I think it's been longer.
Really? I lose track of time.
Yeah, I do too. I couldn't tell you exactly. I'd say it's been about 7 years, but you know, yeah, it was like, you know, it worked out pretty good because you can get over there and do the obits, and then we can kind of get the music going and get the midday jog going, and so. Yeah, it was a nice combination, and I tell you, I've enjoyed selling it. You know, it's like, you know, 30 years is a long time, and you know, just tell you, like, I'll meet people that aren't from Alexander City, but maybe they've had some experience at Lake Martin, or they know Lake Martin, or you know, or they moved here, or they had a house here, and you know, and I'll say, yeah, you know, it's like I have the radio station, television station, and they go, television station. I go, hey, which one's that? And I say, oh, it's what I always say to everybody. I say, oh, it's the one with the front porch on it, and then they'll go, Kenny Dean, the front porch, and I'll say, yeah, it's really, you'd be shocked. I've met people. I've been in Las Vegas and bought that up to people. I've been in Chicago and bought that up to people. And it's like anybody that knows anything about this area knows the name recognition of the front porch.
But you helped carry that tradition on.
Well, yeah, we did. But I mean, 30 years, I just got to go back to the old days. Kenny, I'm here more to like listen to you. I mean, so, you know, I never met Mr. Ray, but I guess, how did it start? Were you the original host, or was it?
No,
who was the
Robert
original?
Gunn. Robert Gunn
I'm sorry if this has been covered before.
Yeah, no, Robert Gunn. No,
Robert Gunn was the original,
started, and then that didn't work out. He and Jackson Mitchell. So here I come in.
How'd you get offered the job?
Ray just offered it to me.
Just said, hey, come on down here.
And I more or less filled in. I always tell folks I'm still filling in all these years. But you know, it's, you know, to be able to work with somebody like you and you not micromanage, and you know, if I mess up, you gonna let me know.
Well, it's not rocket science what we do down here. It doesn't need to be. We you know, it's like the only thing I've ever said to y'all is, you know, it's like, you know, let's make sure we hit our brakes on time. Right. Let's give a consistent product.
Got a good
we know it's your passion's always been the interview driven kind of show, and that's you know, and that's paid off real good, you know, and so and you know, and the show, you know. The show's evolved a little bit in certain directions, and you know, it's like we don't get on here to be controversial. I know, you know, I mean, I think the decision that you kind of brought up one time is like, you know, although we love our people and we love our callers, you know, but just kind of taking the callers off air.
Well, we stay away from religion. We stay away.
Try
to. And political. We really try to stay away from that, and bring on guests to where, you know, you really can't call in. But you got a good producer.
I would say since 2011, when I had operational control of the station. I think there's only been 2 or 3 incidences that need to be addressed for anything that you ever did on air. And
well, you stay away from controversy, you won't have to worry about it.
Well, you know, some kind of controversy needs to be talked about, and others don't. But there's a line, and of course, our attitude down here is always that we're just here to tell you what we know to be the truth, and then let people decide for themselves for, you know, what they want to do. You know, it's like, but. You know, as you know, we focus more on lifestyle and promoting the community, and that's what the front porch has really done. It's been a hallmark. And like I said, I do nothing really about the strength and power of television, but I tell you what, I certainly have learned, and I love when I go sell clients that I've got the opportunity to, you know, get them some TV, get them some radio, use the combination. Maybe we put some digital in there, social media management, you know, and it all goes into the mix of helping out a local client. And you know, we've got a nice online online presence now that we use. You know, I mean, this show proper touches about 40,000 households, or can at one time. You know, and so like you said, it's you know, it's an asset to have. I know that a lot of cornerstones of this community look to this show to get their word out, and so that's just the strength of a show that's been going on forever.
I think Amazon Fire has been good for us. Roku's
been big for us.
But radio and Facebook Live. So you know, the different avenues we're on. And I'd say this all the time, John. It's a show that a lot of folks love and a lot of folks hate.
Now I don't know this. I don't know this for a fact, and I don't think I'm letting anything cat out of the bag here. But you know, it's like, you know, our you know, strength aerial wise, yes, we get a nice 25-mile radius. If you want to pick us up on rabbit ears, you can. But you know, we've been with Charter because they've been Charter Spectrum. They've been with her exclusive, and we've been on 3 and moved a few things, 3, 10, and others. But I believe they're going to be moving to a full. They kind of already are, but they're going to have their own app that's just like Hulu. Just like it's just like Red TV, just like the YouTube TV. They're gonna have their own app, and I think when they do that, I've been told that we're going to get on that app, and it might just get anywhere in the state right there on your app. You can pull us right on up, just like you can with ACN and a lot of places OTM. So I think that's going to help us out in the future big time. You know. Where a lot of people are always like, hey, you know, before we got online stuff. Oh, I'd love to watch Front Porch. You know, I live up in Huntsville now, but I can't see it no more. And it's like now we've got them where every day they can get on there. They got a link. They know where to find it.
Scott Blake, a co-host now, is looking. He looks at during the show folks that are on Facebook Live, and right now because he does all that, they're coming. You know, he's hearing from folks from all over.
Yeah, you get a lot. I mean, I think in the average week, an average episode is about 1,800 views during the week, and that's daily. So you know. Kind of turns over daily, so it makes some pretty nice numbers, you know, to look at, because I mean that's just online people, you know, not to mention people just still tuning in on the television or get it on the rabbit ears or watching it on Roku. Just that Facebook Live alone is just big numbers.
Let's look at 40 years. Let's look at 10 years in 40 years.
Yeah.
What do you say? Was a handshake on that?
I can do that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to retire. I don't think you want to.
Don't want to.
Matter of fact, we talked about that the other day. You know,
I'm gonna do it as long as
your faculties.
And what little faculties they got. Again, thank you for the opportunity to have the platform, and thank you for what you do for this.
Hey, Kenny Dean, let me tell you something. Thank you for all you've done for our company and carrying this tradition on from you know, Mr. Ray to Don to us. I mean, you've just been consistent, and you've been a rock for this company. So we appreciate what you do.
I appreciate that. Feel mighty blessed. Thank y'all for being with us today, and we'll see y'all come Monday morning. Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Hi, my name is Nancy Spiegel, and I'm a relatively new member at First Baptist Dadeville. I moved here about 18 months ago, not knowing anyone, and found my faith family right here at First Baptist. Excellent preaching, the music is marvelous, so come join us here at First Baptist.
As the heat of summer fades and cooler temperatures come calling, we look forward to that feeling of fall. It's the perfect time to be outdoors with family and friends, and a great time to be alive. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sutherland, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/Hart-Russell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool. Oh, boy, thank y'all so much for being with us today. And I was telling Ryan, I hope I didn't offend anybody by showing Ronnie Betts and Blake Shafford, but they were just a huge part of this community, huge part of these shows and all that. But thank you for watching Front Porch. We really do appreciate you. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll be back out here early Monday morning. Somebody will. I hope to be. Ryan Fuller, let's go.